My name is David Perdans. This is my wife Lauren, and we are your Assemblies of God World Missionaries serving the deaf in Tsukuba, Japan. Here are some of the most amazing things God has done in 2025.
This year, we hosted over 30 short-term workers and interns. These missions trip teams helped with our big Easter and summer outreaches, including our annual English camp and our very first Japanese Sign Language and American Sign Language exchange event. We love hosting teams and interns throughout the year, and if you're interested in serving with us short-term, please fill out our missions trip application at tikateds.com.
In April, our team leaders Chris and Lindsay Carter left for itineration in the States and asked us to step in as interim lead pastors at Tika. This new position has stretched and grown us in more ways than we thought possible, but God has continued to be faithful through it all. As interim lead pastors, we were blessed to baptize 10 of our church members, and we already have several more asking about getting baptized in the spring. So would you celebrate these baptisms with us and pray that many more would be emboldened to share their testimonies and faith publicly through baptism at Tika.
Not only did we host our first JSL and ASL exchange event this year, but we also built relationships with both professors and students at Tsukuba University of Technology for the Deaf through their English classes and tutoring. In the fall, we held our first young adult event at Tika, where 3 new deaf students came from the university. Pray with us that we can continue to build these relationships with the deaf community in Tsukuba over the next year, and that through these relationships, we will be able to share the gospel.
God moved in amazing ways this holiday season. At the end of November, we had our annual Thanksgiving outreach. We spent the weeks leading up to Thanksgiving baking pies, prepping table settings, and cooking 20 turkeys. Over 250 people attended our service and lunch, many of whom were first-time guests at Tika. The following week, as we were setting up our Christmas lights, we had 3 different conversations with neighbors who stopped by to ask about our Christmas events and if they could attend. There's a lot of curiosity surrounding Christmas in Japan, and we are blessed to be able to share the true meaning with those around us through these special events. Our team leaders, Chris and Lindsay Carter, returned to Tsukuba for a month to help us with our big holiday outreaches before going back to the States to finish out their itineration.
With all these outreaches and events, we needed more transportation than ever before. That is why we're so grateful for our new Speed the Light van. Not only did this vehicle enable us to transport interns throughout the week, make dozens of trips to Costco, and pick up people for church on Sundays, but it also will help us as we grow our own family in 2026. We want to send a big thank you to our Pendel and Ohio Youth Ministries who prayed and raised the funds for our Speed the Light van. And speaking of growing our family, we are so excited to welcome our baby boy in February. Thank you so much for your prayers and messages as we prepare for baby Perdans' arrival in just a few weeks.
When you remember us in your prayers, please pray for the following areas: for the relationships and connections we have made this Christmas season at Tika, our team leaders as they travel for itineration over the next 6 months, open doors and relationships in the deaf community, and a safe and healthy delivery for baby Perdans and us as we adjust to the new season as parents.
Thank you again so much for your prayers and partnership over this last year, and we are so excited to see what God is going to continue to do in 2026. Thank you so much, and arigatou gozaimasu.